Miss Universe Philippines is coming up so soon, and this is very exciting. So these are my favorites, and I talk about why I like them, and there's also someone who I really liked at first, and then I saw her Instagram and then didn't like her anymore. So stay tuned to find out who that is. Please subscribe for more pageant content. Okay, so let's just start with the sad news that we heard. Maria Isabella Galeria has dropped out of the pageant. She tested positive for COVID-19 a while back. She quarantined for 2 weeks, if I remember correctly, and I think she's tested negative now, but her body, she said that her body doesn't feel completely recovered, and she just thinks it's not the right time to be in the pageant at this moment, as it's just a few days away or just a week away from coronation night. It's very sad because she was actually on my list, and so I'm so sad to hear that she dropped out, but I do think she's made the responsible choice, and there's always another year to come back, God willing. So all the best to her, and she really will be missed because she was spectacular. Anyway, these are the contestants who are at the top of my list, and this is not in any particular order. First, I have Eliza Marina from Davao City. Let me put a disclaimer, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of the names, I apologize. So I made a video about the Miss Universe Philippines contestants when I just saw their photos about 6-7 months ago. I think it might have been February. It was February, maybe late January, and I loved her. I remember she had this pink dress on, and she was like looking from the back smiling with this like $1 million smile, and I just remember I put a note, awesome smile. She is so electrifyingly beautiful. She has a great platform, great message. She is such a standout. She really is someone that grabs your attention. I love her social media account. She can rock so many different looks. She can express her personality. I love it when she speaks in Tagalog. And she just has this warmth about her that you just want to get to know her more, and you just want to put the crown on her head and say, you know what, go represent Philippines at Miss Universe because you are the one. You know, she is so spectacular, and for me her beauty is so unique, but at the same time very representative of where she comes from, and I like to see that. That's just me. Next is Michelle Gumaba from Quezon City. Again, beautiful. Again, someone who I noticed from day one, and she hasn't disappointed. Amazing social media presence, great communication skills. She's incredible. Next is someone that people are not talking about as much as I thought that they would. Isabella Aloha Sorosas Ismael. Pronunciation, I'm not sure, but she's Miss Paranaque. Loved her from the beginning. I loved her even more now. Like, I'm gaining in my love for her. Her Instagram feed is spectacular. She doesn't have as many followers as people like Eliza and Michelle and Maria and Billy, but she is so wonderful, and I'm just so surprised why people are not why she's not on many people's radar. It seems that they aren't giving her as much attention as some of the others, and I think that from what I've seen and heard of her, she warrants just as much attention as anybody else because she is so beautiful, so unique, has a great message, has great communication. And when I was looking through her Instagram, I felt like I want to get to know her more in terms of she seems like a very genuine person, very nice. She interacts with her fans. So I really like Isabella a lot. She is incredible to me. So wow. And then her photo for the ring light, her swimsuit photo for the ring light was one of the best. And there were some photos that that were spectacular, and there were others that were terrible. There's some contestants I really like Biliran, who just I can't because the photos were that bad, but we'll see more of them because they are now in Manila preparing for the final, like they're all there. So we'll see more coming from them, and maybe my list will change, but Isabella for me is amazing. Then we have Billy Hackinson from Cavite, Miss Cavite, who I love from the beginning. She has such a unique point of view. Not only does she have a unique look, she's got the short hair, so that makes her stand out. It suits her. She knows how to take a great photo and she has improved from January, February. She's improved till now. I love to see growth. She's very interactive online. She is one to watch out for. I'd be shocked if she's not in the top 5. And then there was someone who was on my top 5. If you look closely here, Sandra Lemon. She was Taguig City, Miss Taguig City. She is Miss Taguig City, and she was in my top 5. I loved her from day one. Then I clicked on her Instagram, was scrolling, and just saw things that, you know, I was taken aback a little bit, you know, thinking, I don't know. I was just put off by her Instagram. I can't put my finger as to why. But there was something that was like, I went from being a fan because in her bio, she has something about lemon lady. And I thought that was very funny, very quirky. I was on board. And then I kept scrolling down, and I saw things that were questionable. And then more and more, see more questionable things and weird choices for someone entering a pageant, for someone who is trying to go to Miss Universe. And you know what that organization stands for, and you know what they're about. There seemed to be a disconnect between what she was presenting online in some of her posts and the organization that she's trying to represent. There was just a disconnect, and I was completely put off, and I canceled her off my list and put someone else. And who did I put? I put Tracy, Maureen, Perez, Miss Cebu City. Every time I think of Cebu, I think of Gazini. So yeah, Tracy is beautiful, of course. She takes great photographs, great social media presence, and she was like number 6 on my list. But as soon as I removed Sandra, I put Tracy in there. She is really an all-rounder. Very excited to see what she's like. I'm so happy they're doing a preliminary competition, and you get to see who's who. So maybe after the preliminary competition, my list will change. So we'll see how that changes, but she really is great. So my top 5 are Eliza, in no particular order: Eliza, Michelle, Isabella, Billy, and Tracy. Yes. And Maria was in my top 5, but she dropped out. So yeah, that's who I'm really loving for Miss Universe Philippines. I'm so excited to see what they're going to do. The production value, production quality, I have a feeling it's going to be really, really good, off the chain, off the wall. And it's really exciting. So can you let me know, who do you like? And have you looked at Sandra's Instagram? What do you think about it? Please like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will be releasing more videos as we get more pageants.